Hi, everybody, and welcome to the 4th Annual 2019 Winning Women Awards. My name is Kieran Lenz. And before we started the actual award ceremony, we wanted to tell you a little bit about the awards and how they came about, and also explain a little bit about what WIN is. So WIN is the Women's Initiative at GTB, and we started a few years ago with a very lofty mission. But really what it comes down to is we wanted a way to help provide resources and forums, help women strengthen their networks, create awareness of workplace challenges, and also highlight and celebrate successful women in our agency. And that's an example of why we're here today. So over the last 5 years, we've accomplished a lot through 44 events and programs, 4 years of Winning Women, 3 years of International Women's Day, and most recently, a Win Buddy program. And it's not been easy the whole time, and we have many more goals that we would like to achieve, but it's days like today that really make everything worth it. So what are the awards specifically? When we decided to do something special to honor the women here, what we wanted to achieve was, first, to recognize the women who have significantly contributed to not just the agency, but also employees on a human level, and the broader community. We also wanted to celebrate these unsung heroes to demonstrate our appreciation, encourage those with similar aspirations, and also to serve as an inspiration for truly everyone. So how does the process work? What we do every year is we send out a general call for nominations. In fact, this year we had a record number. And then what we do is we look at every single nomination and evaluate them based on a very robust set of criteria, including work accomplishments here at GTB, accomplishments outside of core work functions, either at GTB as volunteer efforts or in the community, impacts of those accomplishments on helping others, dedication and effort level involved, and overall integrity of the individual. And that brings us to today's celebration, the 4th Annual Awards. So today we'll be honoring 5 winners and 1 honorable mention, and there will be more to come on additional global recognition, so please do stay tuned. The way the award portion is going to work today is we will give each winner a brief biography, followed by the presentation of the award and the acceptance of the award from the winning woman. But before we go to that part, we're going to have a few opening remarks from Michelle Silvestri, EVP, Global Chief Design Director, and 2018 Winning Woman.
Thank you, Karen. It's an honor to be here and to be asked to speak and open the event. And it's wonderful to see so many talented, strong professionals gathered here today. I think every year the lobby gets more and more full, which is amazing. Today is a celebration. It is an event to recognize the amazing women that show up every day. It's an opportunity for us to say, I see you. I see you bringing your strength, your determination, your challenges, your juggling abilities, your insights, your empathy, your humor, your vision, your effort, your patience, your frustrations, your abilities, and most importantly, your perspective to the table each and every day. And this celebration, yes, it's about women, and it's about a few very special women that we're going to honor today. But at its core, it's about inclusion. It's about each one of us in this room and beyond, within GTB and in our communities. It's about each one of us believing that everyone has a valuable perspective to share. It's about listening with intention, listening with the intent to learn and to understand, and not with the intent to reply. It's about seeking to achieve a shared understanding and mutual clarity so that we can move forward in sync and in step and actually get things done and really get them done toward the same goal. It's about each one of us understanding that there can be multiple ways to solve a challenge and be open-minded and humble enough to see that another way might be the better way, even if it's not your own way. Collaborating to achieve mutual success and not getting caught up in serving individual agendas or perspectives. It's about empathizing with the needs of others, whether it's our team, whether it's our partners, our clients, our friends, our families, our spouses, our children, to put them at the center of the decisions based on what that decision is in that moment. And regardless of our role, our position, our level, our experience, it's about each and every one of us leading. Leading from the back to lift people up when they fall, when they struggle, or when they just need a cheer because they're doing an amazing job, and working with them to support them or help them get back on track. And through these behaviors, we collectively will be building and nurturing an environment where all people can thrive and succeed, and in a way that is true to who they are. Because when we are authentic to ourselves, we can do some really great things, and when one of us wins, we all do. So speaking of winning, I will now turn over the mic so that we can celebrate some wonderful women who are winning today.
Before we introduce this year's winners, we'd love to take a moment to honor and thank our previous winning women. For those past winners who are here with us today, please stand. Thank you for being here with us today. And without further ado, we will announce our 2019 winning women.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. I have the pleasure to announce one of the first winning women of this 2019, and her name is Christine Verbeck. As a seasoned presentation materials artist, those that are familiar with Christine and her work know that she's one of the best kept secrets in the park. She's not only supporting various internal requests in the North Park mat room, she is helping out every engaged team and GTB event that is her talents. Everything from building a makeshift bus to help collect school supplies, creating step and repeats for the agency, and a large range of support for Spooktacular, one of her favorites. Outside of the office, Christine volunteers her talents, making and carrying signs for the annual Memorial Day Parade. Over the years, she's made over 200 signs, and she marches every year with a group of people to honor our fallen soldiers. If she has one weakness, it's that she's not able to say no to someone that is in need. As is stated by her nominator, if she can help, she is there always offering her best. And some of life's gems are the people that work behind the scenes. And that is just what Christine Verbeck is, a gem. If everyone would give a clap for Christine.
Okay, nobody left a stool. Well, thank you, Denise, for seeing something in me that I'm not always ready to see in myself. And it is an honor. And if you can see me, raise your hand. My place of residence is in the park. I have the pleasure of having Michael Treppa as our leader, and I love my job, and I love making things, and I think I've worked in here for almost half of my life. 35 years of my life has been blessed by the most, thank you, the most unique, talented, caring, wonderfully inspiring women. These women work hard and are always ready to help one another. They support, encourage, and praise one another. They are women of action and heart. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I fell on the floor here and I smashed my face really good and broke my nose. And within seconds, I had 4 women running to get Kleenex for the blood, ice for the nose, and taking me to the emergency room and getting everything that I needed. Not to mention, at the end of the day, taking me home, and Catherine stayed 3 hours in ER with me. They weren't women to say, well, what are we going to do? Or can I help you up? Or, no, they were women of action. They got the ice. They got, April, she's running, get something for pain, quick, get something for pain. You know, I had the pain medicine, the ice, the ER room, I had everything. These are women of action, and their heart going out to help me shows just how caring they really are. Their lives have made my life better on so many levels, and I hope that all of you have those kind of women that you work with. And just as much, I hope that we are all that kind of woman to each other. Thank you.
Okay, I'm a little taller, sorry. Oh, goodness, that was a great start. I have the honor of introducing Lisa Sarah, and I'm going to try really hard not to get emotional because I'm super proud. It's an amazing honor to do this for her. And anyone that has known Lisa Sarah, it's for.com. She is the VP Director, Project Management and Production, and she leads a huge team of project managers and content editors who are responsible for MyGo, Build and Price, and many other digital-owned client work. By the client, she's known as a trusted subject matter expert with a vast deal of institutional and Karen put in these really hard words. Technical knowledge. By her team, she is known as an inspirational and strong leader who will do whatever it takes to support her team members. In addition to her day job, Lisa goes out of her way to mentor and provide guidance to other employees. Outside of the office, she spends time volunteering for local organizations such as the food banks and Salvation Army. As stated by her nominators, Lisa is one of those people whose door is truly always open. And honestly, I mean, she doesn't have a door, so it's very true, but heartfelt. She is the heart of the agency. She connects people, gets projects and programs done, and she is thinking about what is best for the client and the agencies and the employees all in one go. Without people like her, this agency wouldn't run. So we congratulate Lisa Sarah on her Winning Women Award.
I just want to say thank you for the award. It's a great honor. I've been blessed with being able to work, to have a job that I love at a company that really has the best people I've ever been able to work with. Even as we've changed throughout the years, we still seem to have the best people coming to this agency. And also for a client, and as frustrating as they may be sometimes, through the years has given my entire family a great life. I am so honored for this award, but I do realize this is not anything I've really done alone. I've had a lot of support through the years, and I have an amazing team who work their heart out every day to get the job done. So thank you.
Hi, my name is Rachel Newell, and I have the pleasure of introducing Lynne Cheney. As a creative director of FCSD, Lynne has been an essential part of the global launch of Quicklane and Omnicraft parts. She is known for her leadership, forward thinking, and innovative ideas, such as her current efforts of spearheading the new initiative for the upcoming Motor City Quicklane Bowl. Within the agency, Lynne is an active volunteer with Engage. Outside of the agency, not only does she volunteer as a board member for the Motor City Mitten, she does not hesitate to roll up her sleeves by cooking meals, delivering clothes, and visiting the tent cities of Detroit's homeless. Lynne even recently organized a student drive to collect thousands of plastic shopping bags, which were eventually twisted into plastic yarn and crocheted into germ-resistant bed mats for the homeless. And instead of sleeping, Lynne has further supported her community through numerous roles, including serving as a mentor for Detroit student mentor partners, volunteering her marketing and graphic design skills for charitable causes, and even working as a former adjunct professor at College for Creative Studies. As stated by her nominators, Lynne is one of the most kind-spirited people I've ever met. She always tries to stay upbeat, look for the positive outcomes, and focuses on the good. The example Lynne sets at GTB on our community streets is something we should all celebrate. Thank you, Lynne.
This is pretty crazy. They said I was getting a sandwich named after myself in the OTL. I don't know if that's true or not. Anyways, this is a pretty incredible to receive this honor. I am truly humbled to be part of this group for 2019. First off, I really want to thank my colleagues who nominated me. Paul Kerner, Sue Mersch, Beth Hambley. All three of you inspire me on a daily basis to always push the envelope, work harder, and to think differently. I'd also like to thank the WIN team for making this event happen every year. The work that this group is doing is pretty amazing and important for the women in this agency. Our work isn't done yet, but we're getting there. So cheers to Karen and Melissa for being such strong leaders. You truly are the leaders I inspire to be. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank my partner, Chad Willems. I'm truly lucky to work alongside you each and every day, even though sometimes we disagree about whether we're going to eat in the OTL or what we're going to do for lunch. Finally, I want to thank my husband, Tony, and son, Matthew, who are here for all their love and support. You guys handle the heavy lifting when I'm away at work or volunteering or doing what I need to do. So thank you, and thank you, GTB, also for making this happen.
So our next winning woman is Kwan Martin. Kwan is one of the true pioneers of the Brand Content and Alliances Department by building the team's foundation, growing agency scope, staff and clients business, and by creating and managing branded integrations for launches and transmedia platforms. As the VP BCA Director, she is known and respected within the agency and client for her work with Drive for Your School, Warriors in Pink, and Ford Steam Experience, strategic partnerships and alliances, and branded entertainment properties, among others. This work has been recognized numerous times over the past 18 years, including 2 Effies, 11 Pro Awards, 4 EX Awards, Aircraft's The D Show finalist. Very popular, too. AAF Advertising Hall of Achievement recognition and Ford Global Marketing Excellence Award. When she's not working on BCA projects or leading her large team, I'm getting feedback. Kwan volunteers her time to support GTB's annual breast cancer awareness events and returnship events. Outside of the office, Kwan has raised funds for both her local Humane Society as well as the Canadian Crohn's and colitis. Okay, I've always stumbled over that word all day today. Research Foundation and Canadian Diabetes Foundation. As stated by her nominator, Kwan is known as an inspirational leader who encourages her team to develop a strong work ethic, excel in creativity, believe in themselves, and be confident in their craft. She is kind, smart, strong, confident, and succeeds by also lifting up others. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and I'd like to thank my son and daughter husband, my little brother for being here as well. Thank you, Karen. Your vision has come to life in spades, and really appreciate everything that you've done for this agency and all the women here. Thank you, Matai. I also want to, he steals the show, yeah. Sorry, guys. It's a 2-year-old. Also want to congratulate my esteemed colleagues, you 4 phenomenal women. It's been a pleasure getting to know you these past few weeks, and I'm very inspired by everything that you've done. Also want to especially thank Kurt Jackson. He is my fearless leader for quite a while. I've been here for 18 years, and he's been there for a lot of them. So Kurt, thank you very much for being amazing and phenomenal in many, many ways. I want to also thank my phenomenal BCA team, Brand Country Alliance team. You guys are my second family, hands down. We laugh, cry, we do everything together, and you guys are the reason why I continue to stay here and succeed. And I thank each and every one of you for being my rock. I love you guys. Shout out to Jessica, Tommy, and Beth Murphy as well, my phenomenal team. And I also want to thank my 2 other inspirational female leads that have really shaped my career, and that is Carrie Doyle. I think some of you guys may know her. She's very instrumental in shaping where I am today. And the other retired client, Connie Fontaine, she is also another wonderful woman that I very much look up to. So thank you very, very much for all of you for being here. I am indebted for this honor, and I really, really appreciate all of the support. Thank you.
I have the pleasure of introducing Uma. Uma is known as one of the foundational members of the client finance team. Truly, she is. She is the executive director of Global Client Finance and Strategy, and she's a financial whiz. She truly understands the various aspects of the business and how they all interconnect and are affected by finance, which is really super important to many of us. As shown by her work with numerous departments and regions in leading the streamlining of processes and optimizing of tools, which all of us are working on, right? Within her team, she is known as a mentor and advisor to interns, and junior employees. Outside of the team, not there yet. Outside of the team, she is known as the go-to person who's always ready and willing to help others with financial related requests. There you go. Now you'll recognize her, if you don't already. Outside of the office, Uma's is a devoted science Olympiad coach. How many of you knew that? Not many. Teaching aspiring science wizards in elementary and middle school. I would love to see that. She's also an active community volunteer and founder of, so you're going to help me, Sunona Trust, a nonprofit organization that supports the underprivileged and disabled people. This endeavor even led to her to be awarded by Bill Gates at the Global Social Entrepreneurship Competition in Seattle. As stated by her nominees, Uma brings kindness and spirit to everything she does. It's easy to dismiss finance as very removed from the human level, but it's people like Uma who dispel that myth by seeing the human aspect in every financial decision, which is absolutely wonderful. Uma.
Thank you. Oh my God. That was something. Honestly, I'm just so humbled. I'm humbled to be here. I'm so grateful. Thank you for making me feel so wonderful. But I got to tell you, it took almost an army to make me this winning woman, so the credit goes to you all. It starts off with much patience and many adjustments that made by my husband Raj, who's here, and my two sweet boys, Anish and Sanjit. And when you're blessed with loving parents, sisters, family, and friends, you always feel like a winner every moment of your life. And to add to this, my most amazing finance team, both here as well as in other parts of the world. They strive very hard to make people like me win. So thank you. GTB has provided me with such incredible, adventurous, interesting opportunities, but the best of it is people who are passionate, compassionate, talented, and inspiring. I've made many friends and mentors right here at GTB, and so grateful for that, including someone as special as Sue Shucker, who puts up with me a lot more than my family. I gotta give her that. Just don't let her know she's not here. It's many thanks to all of that. And it's a remiss not to thank the founders, supporters, and champions of this very forum for the incredible effort to make events like this happen. Celebrations like this truly bring people together and motivate us to go further. Thank you.
So I have the honor to present our regional winner, Patricia Silvestri. As the project director of the operational department in LATAM, Patricia is known for her hard work, innovation, and leadership. For example, she recently led a plan to restructure the servers at Ford Brazil from a traditional IT structure into cloud computing, a complex and challenging task. This increased efficiency, leading to a 40% reduction in IT server infrastructure costs for Ford. In addition to her core work, Patricia's passion for the employees of LATAM led her to establish a GTB Talk series in Brazil. The series covers a wide range of issues and serves to increase awareness, encourages dialogue, and inspire action among the staff. Outside of the office, Patricia volunteers for her community by building gift bags for underprivileged children. As stated by her nominator, Patricia's commitment is always recognized by everyone from the agency. She's the power to unify all the efforts from the teams on the right tasks to achieve the goal. She really makes a difference and is certainly a winning woman on everything she does. It is a pleasure for us from GTB Brazil to have such amazing professional, and we are fortunate to have Patricia by our side. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us, but we do have a video.
Hello, everyone. It's a great honor to be selected to receive the Winning Woman Award. It's not every day that an extraordinary thing like this happens to us. But is it really the extraordinary that happens to us? Or is it us that happens to the extraordinary? Think about it. The extraordinary, by definition, is set apart. You might say it feels lonely. That's why we have to visit it. Not only on holidays or special occasions, but on our everyday decisions, even on the smallest ones. Be bold, stir things up, be a game changer, and share your ideas to inspire others. If you are not a stranger to the extraordinary, it won't be a stranger to you. Thank you all for this opportunity and GTB Brazil team for the partnership.
And we have one last winning women to announce, and we'll have Kurt speak.
Thank you. So the team asked me to come today to say a few words about Charlotte. And when the team asked me, I'll be honest, I had some reservations. The first thing I wanted to make sure was that this didn't really take away from anything that these 6 special women are receiving today. So first I'd like to again congratulate you guys on that. And I wish I could say congratulations in Portuguese, but I can't. So thankful Patricia can't hear me anyway. And the other thing that I was really concerned about was that we somehow left this on some sort of somber note, which I'm going to try very, very hard not to do. And Melissa and Karen assured me that that wouldn't be the case, so I'm going to give this a try. So back in December, Ed Cole, Diana Grassi, and myself were privileged to represent Charlotte at her memorial. And when a few people had heard that I was going to talk today, they asked me to tell sort of the same story that I told that day. But as we all know in our business, we always want to do something new. So I started thinking about it and putting some energy into what I might say today. But then I was thinking back to December, and the oddest thing sort of happened. Whenever we prepare for something like this, at least I do, I write it down, and then at some point in time I, speak to myself and try to, get comfortable with the material and all that. And, the night before I read it at home, and, I almost felt like I was reading it to Charlotte. That night I had a dream that I was actually in Charlotte's office, like I had been in many, many times. And I was actually reading her what I wanted to say about her, which was crazy. And all she could say over and over again was, "That's great, approved, approved, approved." So instead of writing new material, since this one's already been through legal approval, I thought I'd just give you sort of a paraphrase of what I said that day. So it went something like this. Ed, Diana, and myself are a very, very small part of Charlotte's GTB family. And when I say small part, I mean about 1% of that family. She, of course, would never let me say 1%. I'd have to work with our human resources department to validate that number, produce a signed affidavit testifying that I knew with absolute certainty that 3 of us were 1% of the GTB family. But regardless, she touched a lot of people, not only here at GTB, at Ford and the other agencies that she's supporting. We had battles with Charlotte. Importantly, we laughed with Charlotte. And above all, we respected Charlotte and admired her dedication to GTB and Ford. Her acumen was formidable and only surpassed by her work ethic. She was always willing to listen and help us make our work better. But when Charlotte spoke, we listened. And not only us agency people, I've actually been on location with Charlotte where she had no issue setting Toby Keith or Mike Rose straight. One of the most interesting conversations I've ever had to have with Charlotte was cajoling her into approving a crazy concept that we had for Mustang called Spellbinder. We were shooting on the Strip in Las Vegas in front of thousands of people, live to tape. A headline magician seemingly gets run over by a Mustang only to appear moments later inside the car that just ran him over. I left her office with no resolution, but by the time I got back to my desk, I had a response, and it simply said, "Okay, let's go for it." We clearly had issues, but she had then generously helped a satisfied Ford Office of Automotive Safety, even though she had no idea how that illusion was going to be done. I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and she respected that, just as we trusted and respected her. And then there was the disclaimer for that project, which she helped us craft. And if there was an award for disclaimer at Cannes, this would have won the highest honor. Warning, what you are about to see can only be performed safely with the use of magic powers. Unless you have magic powers, do not duplicate any aspect of this illusion, including the driving. So, as I said that day, there's many of us that would say that Charlotte had magic powers. And if she were here with us today, she'd be celebrating all these great women along with us, and I'm sure she is somewhere. So hopefully I didn't bring us down too much, but it's very nice that we've been able to celebrate her and sort of dedicate this year's event to Charlotte Kirsten.